Hey yo, what's up everybody? It's MK420 back at it again here with another video on this beautiful 4th of July as we celebrate the great birthday of the United States. It's approximately 249 years young, baby.
Mortal Kombat 1.
With that being said, if you guys are excited for today's video, I will get to that in a second. Please drop a like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on notifications, do all that good stuff. And to all of my 420 specialists out there, if you got it, let's get it. This is called Cherry Lime Gelato. If you guys haven't yet, make sure to check out the other two videos I uploaded earlier today. One video's up. I had some raging experience in Combat League with Peacemaker this morning. And then earlier in the afternoon, we uploaded another video, or we made another video. That one's uploading right now. Then once that's done, this video will be uploaded. So what I want to do today
Cross button confirm. Customize.
is go through
Learn. Tutorial. Fatality.
and rank my top 10 favorite fatalities in this game.
Choose fighter. T1000. Cross button select.
And
Directional buttons. Navigate. Square button random select. Circle button back.
each character is going to have one fatality per character. And then I might do a follow-up, like a part 2, just for the fun of it. So, we're going to get our first person set. My first favorite fatality
Directional button.
in MK1.
Melina. Ermac. Cyrax. Choose. Treasure chamber. Smelter. Living. Hanging garden. Night. L1.
Let's just go there. So as you can see, these are just my order of top 10s. We're going to go from 10, number 1 to 10. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean the first fatality I show is my least favorite. So we're going to go 1 to 10. 10 being... Or no, we're going to go from 10 to 1. 10 backwards. So my 10th favorite all the way to my number 1 favorite. And my 10th favorite is for Ermac. And it's this.
Right button. Down button.
Don't listen to what that's saying. Oh, we messed up. Okay. That gives me time to take a hit while we fix this.
Ermac wins.
Welcome to Fatality
Alright.
Vitruvian main. Down button. Right button. Down button. Circle.
Here it is.
Ermac telepathically thrusts the victim's soul out of their body. He claws his hands through the air, bisecting the victim's body at the waist. Ermac's jaw unhinges, stretching unnaturally wide as he inhales. The victim's soul flails desperately as Ermac siphons it away.
Fatality. Ermac wins.
So that's my number 10 spot. That's my 10th favorite fatality in this game. It uses Ermac's powers. You know, the whole thing with his jaw opening like a snake is awesome. It's pretty sweet.
Cross button select.
So
Katana. Melina. Ermac. Cyrax. Noob Sabit.
we do have a character
Directional button.
taking slots 9
Choose
and 8.
Sarina. Cash. The Fire Temple.
Shujenko. The Fire Temple.
Welcome to Far Shadow Play. Right button. Left button. Down button. Triangle.
So here's my number 9 favorite fatality for Noob Saibot.
Noob Saibot's shadow sprints toward the victim and leaps into their shadow on the floor. Shadow energy ripples through them, and the shadow clone bursts from their bag. Noob Saibot pulls the victim while the shadow clone grips their vertebrae and rips out their skeleton.
Fatality. Noob Saibot wins.
Retry Fatality.
That's my favorite one for Noob Saibot. The fact that it's a take on the Sub-Zero Classic Spine Rip is really, really cool. So we're going to take a hit and move on to fatality number 8.
Cross button select. Directional buttons. Navigate. Square button random select. Circle button back.
And the character for fatality number 8
Ermac. Cyrax.
Shujenko. Serena.
belongs to Miss Cyrax herself. Little Miss Cyrax,
Welcome
as I
to
call her.
Fog,
Alright.
burst your bubble. Down.
Cyrax glides around the victim using
Yes, it was
friction
this one.
assist,
Okay.
tossing sticky bombs onto them. Foam expands from the bombs to dismember them.
This is cool.
Cyrax shatters the solidified foam with a flying sidekick.
Fatality.
The fact that she literally,
Cyrax wins.
fucking fossilizes your ass, like, turns you into a human statue. It's awesome. What's there more to say? Alright. Now, our number
Choose fire.
7 slot.
Sector.
My 7th
Cross button.
favorite
Tequila.
fatality
Cross
in
button
this
select.
game
Directional buttons.
goes
T1000.
to Takeda.
Shujinko.
Serena. Wuxi Academy. Shujenko.
Now, his I'm actually going to have to look up the inputs for, because I don't remember them, so just give me 1 second.
Finishers tab. Fatalities.
I don't. I
Military
should
flag.
write these down.
Down button. Right button. Down button. Cross button. Easy. Mid. Ripcord. Left button. Right button. Left button. Triangle button.
Finish him.
Takeda wraps his whip blades around the victim, encircling them several times. He pulls, tightening the whips to grind their torso to a bloody mist. As their head pops off, Takeda bisects it.
Fatality. Takeda wins.
Retry fatality.
Alright. So that's my 7th favorite fatality. Now we're gonna move on to fatality number 6.
Cross button select.
Fatality number
Sector.
6
Cross. Conan.
actually
Homelander.
goes
Quan Chi. Havoc. Cross.
to
Homelander. Conan. Cross button select. Homelander. Cross button. T1000.
Homelander.
T1000. Serena. Shujenko. Shang Tsung's laboratory.
Welcome to fatality. Mid. Winging it. Down button. Right button. Down button. Cross button.
So my favorite
List.
fatality
Cross
here
button confirm.
at number
Up and down
6.
button.
So we
Navigate.
had it 10
Wallet. 0
Ermac,
easy fatality
9
tokens.
Noob Saibot, 8 Cyrax, 7 was Takeda, 6 is here with Mr. Homelander. Let's take a hit and enjoy the fatality.
Homelander punches the victim up into the sky. They slam into the nose of a passenger plane. Homelander grabs the victim's head, then releases them to be pulped by the plane's turbine. As the plane plummets, Homelander salutes to a frantic passenger inside.
Fatality. Homelander wins.
Not
Retry
very
fatality.
heroic of you,
Cross
Homelander,
button
to let
confirm.
all those fans
Up and
die
down
like
button.
all those people
Navigate.
die on that innocent plane. You know, for you, if you were a real superhero, like, I don't know, let's say Superman, you would save those people. But that's my number 6th favorite fatality in this game.
Character select.
Alright, now we're gonna move
Choose
on to
fighter.
number
Homelander.
5,
Conan. Cross button select. T1000.
which is actually
Choose
this
control.
big
The
bastard.
Fire Temple. Night. Early dawn.
The Fire Temple.
Yeah, it's this big bastard. Let's take a hit.
Welcome to fatality. Close. Secret ingredient. Left button. Right button. Down button.
Oh
Square
no,
button.
it's not that
Move.
fatality.
Cameo moves. Finisher. Close. Easy fat. Close. Cleave of doom.
It's this
button.
one.
Down button. Left button. Cross button.
Back down, back close. It's this one. You'll see.
Conan chops his sword into the victim's collarbone.
Ow.
He drives them to their knees and cleaves down the other side. Conan grabs their hair and holds the victim's head and neck aloft as their body spurts blood and drops to the ground.
Oh, it's just a slow,
Wins.
fatality.
good old classic
Cross button
decapitation.
confirmed.
You'll
Up
love
and
to
down
see
button.
it. Alright. Fatality number
Choose fighter.
4
Conan.
actually
Cross button
goes to a
Mouse
character
piece. Peacemaker.
that I did not think
Safe.
was gonna
Cyrax.
make my
Middle
list
East.
personally.
10. Raid. Scorp. Reptile. Sub. T1000.
T1000.
The Maze.
Serena. Shujenko. The Maze.
And it's actually Reptile with his classic invisible
Welcome to fatality.
fatality where he eats
Indigestion.
you.
Right button.
Reptile
This
rushes at
one.
the victim in his lizard form and turns invisible. He bites down on their head, then swallows them whole as he turns visible. He vomits them out in a puddle of acid and bile. As the victim's skin burns, Reptile smashes his hand into their head, pulverizing it. Blood gushes out.
Fatality. Reptile wins.
Retry fatality.
That fatality is awesome. It's Reptile doing Reptile things. He goes invisible, he eats
Reptile.
you. What
Cross
more
button
could you
select.
want?
Directional. Random select. Kung Lao. Havoc. Quan Chi. Homeland. Conan. Sector. T-1000.
T-1000.
Ying Fortress.
Shujenko. Ying Fortress.
Welcome to fatality practice. Learn the inputs and the correct distance for each
Okay,
fatality.
now here we are
Close. Move list.
in the top
Cross
3
button confirm.
fatalities for characters. And this is my top 3. So before we get into this, we're just going to take a hit real quick. Because why in the heck not?
Move list. Cross button confirm. Up and down button. Navigate. 0 easy fatality
Alright.
targets.
So before we get into the top 3 fatalities, 3 is Sector, obviously. Now, there will be 2 honorable mentions before we get to top 2 and 1. So here, let's do this one for Sector.
Sector activates the rocket boosters on her palms, then thrusts them onto the victim's chest. Flames surge over their skin and erupt from their mouth and eyes. Sector blasts a huge column of flame at them, leaving only smoldering ashes.
Fatality. Sector wins.
Retry fatality. Cross button confirm. Up and down button. Navigate.
So that's my 3rd favorite out of my top 10 in this game. It's a cool classic. It's a cool take on a classic, Scorpion's classic Toasty. It's a cool take, so that's why it's here. That's why it's in my top 3.
Characters.
Alright, moving on to our second.
Choose
It's
fire.
not our top 1
Sector.
fatality, but
Cross
it's
button
top
select.
2.
Direct. Takeda. Shang Tsung. General Shao. Sindel. Reiko. Raiden. Luke. Scorpion. Reptile. Remake. Kenshi. Cross. Baraka. Cross button select.
And it goes to
T1000.
Baraka.
Choose Kamio.
1000.
Tarkatan Colony. Knight.
Shujenko. Tarkatan Colony.
And it's, let me look at the input real quick.
Welcome to Close. Split. Move. Kamio move. Finish. Close. 4-piece combo. Right button. Left button. Down button.
Okay. It's this one right here.
Baraka punches his victim and pulls out an intestine. He strikes his forearm blades to start a fire. He
Oh,
throws the
God.
victim and holds onto their intestine to roast them.
Oh, no.
More
Oh,
Tarkatans
no.
enter and they tear the victim's limbs off to feast.
Sorry about that.
Fatality. Baraka wins.
Retry fatality. Cross button confirm. Up and down button. Navigate.
So that's top 2. That fatality is fucking great. The fact that he roasts you and eats you alive with his tribesmen, it's such a Baraka thing. It's such a Tarkatan thing to do.
Character.
So that's why it's here in my top 2. Honorable
Choose
mentions.
fighter. Baraka. Sub. Scorpion.
Both
Cross
of
button
Scorpion's fatalities.
Directional button. Rain. Cross button select.
Rain's Red Sea
Directional buttons.
fatality.
Navigate. Katana. Cross button select.
Katana's
Directional buttons.
modern take on
Navigate.
the Kiss of Death
Square button
fatality.
random select. Ermac. Cross. Takeda. Shang Tsung. General. Sindel. Reiko. Raiden. Liu Kang. Random select. Johnny Kung Lao. Cross. Johnny Cage.
And
Cross
both
button
of
select.
Johnny Cage's
Directional
fatalities.
buttons.
They're funny,
Navigate. Square button
especially
random
the
select.
animality. If you
Circle
haven't
button
seen
back.
it, I mean, I don't know how you haven't by now, but just in case if you haven't, if you're a new player, I won't spoil them for you.
Sub
My
Zero,
number one
Kenshi,
favorite
Kurama,
fatality
Beerus,
in this
Man,
game
Peace, Ghost Face,
belongs to
Cross button
this
select,
son of a bitch right
directional
here.
buttons, Choose Cameo, Night Market, The Hour,
Shujenko.
Treasure, Living, Shining, Cage, Wuxi, Tarkatan Cup, Corrupted Forest, Wuxia Cage Mansion, Halloween.
Cage Mansion.
There we go. Now, I couldn't
Welcome to fatality
decide on
practice.
which fatality I
Learn the
would put in
inputs
the
and the
number
correct
one
distance for
slot,
each fatality.
so I'm going to put
Cross
both
button.
fatalities in the
Unlimited.
number one. They're
Circle
tied
button.
for
Tug.
number one. And I'll show both of them, and then I'll explain my reasonings for both.
Close, slashing the fourth wall. Down button. Right button. Down button. Cross button. Right stick click. Repeat task.
Ghostface slices the victim's throat, then knocks them to the ground while stabbing their chest. On a couch, Johnny mashes buttons on a controller.
What? Oh, come on! This is bullshit! He's a dude with a knife!
Ghostface emerges to stab his chest as blood spatters the screen.
Fatality. Ghostface wins.
Retry fatality. Cross button
So
confirm.
that one was
Button down
actually
button.
my number one
Navigate.
favorite, just because it breaks the fourth wall. The name of the fatality is great, slashing the fourth wall. You love to see it. The fact that it's Johnny Cage playing MK1 and he's losing because he's button mashing is hilarious. Now, I do think it would be really cool, and I know I've seen a lot of other YouTubers say this, back when Ghostface was revealed as one of the DLC characters in Chaos Reigns, or back when his trailer was revealed, back when we got our first snippet of that fatality, people, and I'm sure I've even made a comment about it back then too, wanted him, or at least the different characters, to have different voice lines. Like, how cool would it be to every time you do this fatality on Scorpion, let's say you do this Ghostface fatality on Scorpion 10 times in a row, you could get 10 different lines of dialogue. Like, how cool would that have been if they would have done that? But I can understand why they didn't. Probably money, marketing, budget, timing. I mean, who knows why they couldn't. But hopefully they do that something that extreme in the future. But that is my number one that I was originally going to pick. Now, I know what you're thinking. MK420, you just showed off your top 10 favorite fatalities. What do you mean you have another fatality that ties for number one? And you gave your favorite honorable mentions. Yeah, I did. But this second Ghostface fatality is tied for number one. It has to be. It's it's pretty great. So let's show off that one. Let's take a hit.
Welcome to fatality practice. Learn the inputs and the correct distance for each fatality. Cross. Close, slashing the fourth wall.
Now don't... Hold on, let me pause that. There it is.
Ghostface spins his knife in one hand before stabbing the victim in the gut. As the victim attempts to flee, they collide with a second Ghostface, who raises his knife. His screaming white mask is reflected in the victim's eye. Both Ghostfaces stab the victim through the forehead and spine.
Fatality. Ghostface wins.
Retry fatality.
Alright, so that's the
Cross button.
second
Main
Ghostface
menu.
fatality that
Cross
was
button
going to be
confirmed.
tied for number
Up and down
one.
button.
I like
Navigate.
this one as well. This is here tied with the first fatality because of the simple fact that, I mean, we all know Ghostface the Killer. It's always two people. Unless you count Scream 3, then I think it was like 3 people or something, which was wild. Well, Scary Movie definitely was 3 people. We'll come to find out it was one person the whole time, but the running gag is that it was 3. But anyway, it's pretty cool to see that they incorporated the second Ghostface. Getting stabbed in the stomach just sounds so painful, like, oh, I couldn't even imagine. And then, like, getting stabbed in the spine, that's definitely going to be quick because it's going to paralyze you, so you might not die fast. But getting just a straight up stab to the forehead, oof. Oof, that's all I'm going to say. As someone who has seen the internet in the days of, like, all the gore sites as a kid, back when I had a little more vision, I've seen things, and I completely understand why people said that when that fatality was shown, why it's a little trauma-inducing. But that's it's tied for number one just because they made Ghostface awesome in this game. Like the whole thing is he's just a dude with a knife. How are you gonna make that work? And NetherRealm pulled it off. So those are my top 10 favorite fatalities in MK1. I do plan on doing a top 10 favorite cameo fatality list. That video will be coming out either later tonight or first thing in the morning. I'm going to try and push it out later tonight because tomorrow is my fiance's birthday, so I kind of hopefully want to take a break from recording for a day and spend time with her. But with that being said, everybody, thank you so much. Let me know down in the comments, do you guys want to see me do a top 10 favorites brutality list or animalities, which I do plan on doing. So expect those videos to be coming within the coming days. So that being said, everybody, I'm MK420. Once again, to all who celebrate, all my fellow patrons out there, happy 4th of July. And let's take this final hit for the road. We're going to try to make it a 10-second blinker, so let's go. There you go. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Once again, it's MK420. God bless. Stay safe. And like I said, let me know down in the comments, do you guys want a cameos fatality video, a top 10 brutalities, top 10 animalities? So videos like that will be coming. We'll still be doing the shop update stuff like always, but that hit's gonna creep up on me. I can feel it, so I better hurry this up. But yeah, just my opinion, my top 10 list. You guys are more than welcome to have your own. I would love to hear it. But until next time, stay safe and be safe out there, everybody. Until next time, peace.
Retry fatality. Character select. Main menu. Campaign. Story. Fight your